Hello everyone, welcome to this thrilling beginning. Week Finch is putting on his outer suit to find Jeff and his machine dog, while Jeff has found plenty of medicine. He found an awesome coat that looks just like Finch, and he puts it on like he just got a superhero cape, while Finch rushes over to Jeff. Just then, the machine dog spots a box of cookies, excited like treasure, and rushes to get them. But it triggered a trap switch and got crushed into bits in an instant. Finch, who just arrived, felt like he was witnessing a tragic blockbuster scene. Finch felt regretful and turned off the machine dog's power. As he felt down, a ruckus outside drew his attention, so he hurried out. He found Jeff scavenging for supplies, and when Jeff saw Finch, it was like he found a long-lost relative, bragging about his new coat. Clearly, Jeff was unaware of nearby danger, and Finch had no time for his coat. Just as Finch scolded Jeff, a strange noise came from behind. Finch realized that danger was truly upon them. He quickly yelled for Jeff to scram. They bolted out of the house like race cars, zooming back to the vehicle, and sped off, just as Finch had anticipated. Indeed, they were being watched. After escaping the city, Finch had Jeff take the wheel while he grabbed a gun, ready for anything. But after all that excitement, Finch started to feel unwell again and quickly passed out. When he woke up, it was pitch dark outside. Jeff was still driving, but Finch noticed a car tailing them closely, and he instantly tensed up like a ticking time bomb. He hurriedly turned off all the lights in the RV. It didn't affect Jeff's driving. He could still see the road quite well, but that car kept right on their tail. Finch urged Jeff to speed up and shake off the pursuers, suddenly spotting a tunnel at the intersection. He shouted for Jeff to hurry and drive into the tunnel, but Jeff stopped at the entrance instead. Jeff barely opened his mouth to explain before Finch, infuriated, shouted at him to get in the tunnel. Finally, when they got into the tunnel, the solar panels were so high that they downed at the entrance. Finch's mood plummeted to rock bottom. He rushed to the back of the vehicle and noticed the chasing car was closing in. Just then, Jeff inexplicably opened the door and got out. Finch chased after him, only to see the car move as Jeff was pushing it desperately. Jeff's efforts paid off as he managed to push the car into the tunnel before they were caught, single-handedly scaring off their pursuers. After escaping the danger, Finch got out of the car slowly. Seeing the solar panels scattered all over, his mood plummeted. No solar panels meant no energy supply. With his time running out, it seemed he might never see the Golden Gate Bridge or fulfill his uncompleted wish, which made him feel utterly hopeless. All his hopes shattered in an instant. Jeff wanted to comfort him, but Finch's attitude sighed, and he even yelled at Jeff. Jeff fell silent upon seeing Finch lose it. Finch dejectedly returned to the vehicle while Jeff stayed silently nearby. Later, Jeff tried to strike up a conversation with Finch. "Do you think we can make it to the Golden Gate Bridge?" "I believe we can." "Want to know why?" "Because I believe in you." Jeff's words hit Finch right in the feels. So, Finch shared a story with Jeff about how humanity entered a panic mode when the solar flare first hit. They stopped going out during the day and went on late-night food heists. This struggle for survival felt straight-up chilling. One time, when Finch was scrounging for food in a supermarket, he encountered a mother-daughter duo, with their cart stuffed and the little girl brandishing a toy gun. Finch was terrified they'd fight for resources, hiding in a corner, too scared to come out. When he saw a driver trying to steal their stuff, his hopelessness surged. The mother rushed to protect her daughter, but the driver ultimately killed them both and took their supplies right in front of Finch, filling him with guilt. When the driver finally left, Finch crept out from his hiding spot only to face the lifeless mother and daughter, feeling overwhelming guilt. He noticed the little girl's backpack moving, and when he opened it, there was a puppy inside. To make up for his guilt, Finch had to take care of the puppy, and from that moment on, all he felt was a sense of responsibility. This event weighed heavily on his heart, and every time he thought of it, he felt like a coward. Now, as Finch's health continued to deteriorate day by day, Jeff persevered relentlessly in his journey towards San Francisco, firmly grasping a postcard depicting the Golden Gate Bridge in his hand without letting go. This was the card that meant the most to Finch. Jeff flipped the postcard over and found that it had been given to Finch by his father, who had promised that they'd meet in San Francisco. Just as Jeff curiously gazed at the postcard, a butterfly suddenly slammed into the windshield. He looked completely incredulous, hardly believing his own eyes. While he was fascinated, another butterfly flew right in, nearly causing Jeff to lose control of the steering wheel. After that, Jeff stopped the car and called Finch to come and witness this extraordinary sight. Finch got out slowly and reached his hand outside, astonished to find he wasn't getting sunburned. Finch stepped out in disbelief, realizing the UV rays here couldn't burn anyone's skin. He finally donned a lighter outfit and shut his eyes, soaking up the long-lost sunshine. Once Finch confirmed everything was real, he began to stroll further away. Jeff followed suit and stepped out, gazing up at the sky with ease. Enjoying the sun, Finch noticed a butterfly perched on a nearby rock. The butterfly seemed to have missed humans, slowly flying toward Finch. The butterfly landed on Finch's hand, and he never expected to see such a vibrant world in his final moments. Then, he pulled out some fancy clothes he never got to wear and sat outside with Jeff, enjoying a meal while explaining to him what real living is about. Though Finch knew Jeff was joking, he didn't call him out. Watching Jeff become a warmer, caring big guy, he felt a sense of comfort. Jeff became increasingly fascinated by Finch's stories, eager to learn more about Finch and his father. Finch shared that the postcard was gifted to him by his father when his father was an engineer who often worked away from home.